Good afternoon, my fabulous chemistry students. Notes video for acids and bases. I'm basically going to go into a little bit deeper about what salts, electrolytes are, and what that neutralization thing is all about. This should be a real quick video. I don't even think it's 8 slides like it says. Basically, we're going to need to identify the two basic products of a neutralization reaction and what makes an aqueous compound a electrolyte. So what happens when I mix the acid and the base together? They neutralize, they always form a salt and water. That's a basic characteristic. When we do the 7 equations during organic, and you have to memorize all 7 equations, you'll find this neutralization reaction is one of them, so we will already know it because of acid-base. So basically, a neutral ionic substance is a salt. A salt is a generic term. It's not just anything I put on my French fries. All right. It is a positive ion other than hydrogen mixed with a negative ion other than hydroxide. Okay. Composed of positively charged metal or polyatomic ion and a negatively charged non-metal or polyatomic ion with the exception of OH. Okay, oh, I have to sneeze. Examples of salts: lithium bromide, Ki, potassium iodide. I'm fending off the sneeze, changing my voice, and sodium nitrate. Okay, salts are formed from a neutralization reaction, and they are neutral. They're neutral because when they dissolve in water, they don't produce the H plus ions or the OH ions because they've lost them when they were neutralized. So an acid plus a base becomes a salt plus water. Now this is a generic salt. Any salt. It doesn't have to be NaCl, which it was a bunch of other times. The only exception to this rule is NH4Cl is the salt of a weak acid. NH4 plus is a weak acid, which means it produces plus H plus ions in solution. So NH4 plus, when it dissociates, this is that ammonium ion in table E. Okay, ammonium is the salt of a weak acid. So NH4Cl is a salt, but it's the only one that actually forms an acid a little bit when it dissociates. We'll get into why that is when we get into the alternative acid-base theories. An electrolyte sounds like electricity, and guess what? It does. It dissolves in water, forms mobile ions that can cruise all around in solution, and therefore it conducts electricity. Remember, it doesn't make it, but it lets it flow through. So if I have a source, like a battery or the wall, I can make the light bulb light. So acids, bases, and salts are all electrolytes in solution. We did the salts when we did ionics. Okay, so we did this early on in lab. We were able to tell, oh, which one can make the light bulb light? And that's how we determined if it was ionic or covalent. Well, now we will learn that also acids and bases will do the same thing with their straw. And that's it. We're done with this video. How good was that? No practice packet. So everybody say with me now. Woohoo! No practice packet. We identified 2 basic products of our neutralization reaction and what compounds make electrolytes. And with that, we are done. See you guys in class tomorrow. Or, if you're in class watching the notes, I'll see you in a few minutes.